Nice. Alright. Which one am I doing? Oh yeah, I want to eventually adapt this into a greatsword build. This one. Here we go. Stormvale Castle. I didn't actually check if I spelt Stormvale correctly. I might have spelt that wrong in my announcement. But I hate to break it to you, but you can't drink out of that glass. It's a bird-proof glass. Okay. Nice. We are here. What were we doing here? Oh yeah, we were about to break into Stormvale. I can't use Torrent because this is a legacy dungeon. There's loot around here I didn't get. Did I? I did get my lantern. Nice. Uh-oh, you're about to drop something off the edge of the cliff, Pico. There you go. Just trying to prevent the bird from causing a mess because she's sitting on my desk. And here comes a different bird. Okay. Ah yes, that reminds me. I need to do some tweaking with the audio because I listened back to it. Master volume can come up a bit. And I believe I need to turn down the sensitivity on my microphone. Just bear with for a second. Okay, that's slightly better. I think that's better. Because hopefully then you won't be able to hear my clicking quite so intensely. Whoa, Pico, be careful. Chaos bird. Oh golly, there's 3 of them. That's not great. Oh, bird, you're making a mess. That one's down. Can I see the other one, please? There it is. Gotcha. Nice. Hi, Pico. What are you doing? Yes. Smoothing stone 3. Nice. Oh no, bird. Okay, the bird has decided she needs to have combat with my mouse while I'm playing Elden Ring, which is perfect. Right, we got some loot from there. To rest, to recover health, because we can. Hey KTB, how you doing? Welcome in. We are about to tackle Stormvale Castle, or at least some of it. And I have a bird on my desk who is going bananas. This isn't an art stream. You can behave normally. Please. Can you... Come here. Come here. Thank you for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I don't... Wait, was that noise really quiet? Or is that just me? Let me just check that the announcement alert box is quite quiet. Sorry about that. Oh goodness. Thank you for the 2 months. How are you? Hello. Hello, bird. Budgie on the shoulder is gonna be causing chaos. I just know this. I am aware of this as a fact. Yeah. There you are. Good, let's scroll them down. It's going well, thank you. How are you? Oh goodness, isn't it? Here come these guys. You're a bit of a problem, not the worst problem. There we go. I gained a mushroom from that corpse. Nice. Right, your cage, no? Okay. I don't know why this bird's going nuts. Hello, person. Okay, well, that was interesting. I got a butterfly from that corpse. Nice. Weird. Okay. Let's see where we're going. Oh, all of these people. There we go. Now we let them blow up the barrels. Nice. And this guy. There we go. Oh, that is not fun. I am sorry to hear that. My entire family's recently been pretty unwell as well. It's not pleasant. I hope you all get better very soon, because that is not. It's. Now. Ooh, there we go. This game is pretty hard, yeah. I've done this section of the game many times, so I'm not too worried about it, but it is also pretty darn hard. Okay. Alright, unfortunately, this bit is a bit I am not confident about. Hello, Aardvark, how are you doing? So, Bird, you need to stop. Yikers. I might turn these sound effects down just a smidge, because they are quite loud, aren't they? Sound effects down by 1. Nice. You're Mondaying, fair enough. Oh? Who's angry at me? Well, that's concerning. Pico is definitely something today. She is incredibly energetic. But hey, that's Pico for you. What I'm concerned about is the guy in here. It's a very, very difficult enemy in here, and I'm rather afraid of him because he has a shield, and I am terrible against shield-bearing enemies, basically, which is just splendid. Okay. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. Do I have my lantern on? I do. So at least I can see. You can see the guy back there. Can I lock on in this game? Woo! I dodged. I'm dodging! Let me dodge. Let me heal, please. Can you not, sir? I would love to not die. Heal. Oh, don't heal. See what I mean? No, don't worry about it. I am always happy to receive more commissions as long as my commissions are open. Bud, chill. Okay, now we have to get back there. As you can see, it's not the most fun of enemies. In a very small room as well. I'm still gonna lure them down just because I don't trust myself in this area. Hey! How are you doing? Silver Soul Solar. How are you? Welcome in. We are Elden Ringing. Whew. Look at them all bunny hopping down the hill. Hello. Woo! Try not to set me on fire all at once, chaps. Can you not? Sir. That's uncalled for. Uncalled for. Jeepers. That was chaotic. You love Elden Ring. Hell yeah, me too. Would have preferred not to use 2 heals there, but that's okay. We're trying to beat that really difficult and horrible knight on the way into Stormvale, and I still hate him. But yes, dual scimitar bleed build, basically, which is pretty fun. Yeah, Elden Ring enemies tend to be pretty rude, I've discovered. One of the more annoying things, once you've been playing for a while and you're already quite tense and easy to irritate, is when a boss beats you, like, loads, and then what they decide to do is they continue attacking your corpse, even while you're waiting for the screen to change. It's annoying. Ooh, Poison and Scarlet Rot. That sounds like a horrifying build to go against. Nice. Ow. Please refrain. There we go. Now I have to use another heal. Shocking. Come on, sir. Good job. Nice. Okay. Don't like being down to 4 heals for that battle, but it's alright. Theoretically. Question mark. I have played many hours of this game at this point. So, I'm learning patience, but I still find it gets to me so much. It's quite the intense experience. This is whoa. It's a bit of a concerning sound to be hearing. Ooh, item. I don't like all the footsteps that I can hear. Ooh, heck yeah. I can imagine that would be really fun, actually. I know it's really satisfying to get blood loss on an enemy, because bleed build-up can be really, really fun. So I can imagine it would be so cool to be able to inflict Scarlet Rot. Oh, jeez, that ghost scared me. Holy heck. Do I have any useful recipes? I do not have any pots. Okay. Right, I really don't have any sort of advantage going up against this guy. Except for the fact that I know about him. Okay, well, souls have been retrieved. I want to check. Oh, I can almost level up, so that's good to know. I'm procrastinating because I'm terrified of enemies with shields. There are... There's so many enemies like this later on in the game who are terrifying. Hello, sir. Do you want to come follow me out? Now, isn't that interesting? That is very interesting. Okay. Ooh, Arcanal Faith. Interesting. With this build, I can practically just boost my stamina and health because these level primarily with upgrades to the weapons. Okay, now this is fascinating. He is. And I would be too if I hadn't killed the person at the gate, which I felt guilty for because he's an NPC with voice lines, but I know he's actually really horrible as a person. So it's not the end of the world. But that's fascinating. Because just in case you were wondering, the last stream I did this, I killed the one who suggests you don't go in by the main gate. And what he often does if you don't kill him, is he shuts the door on you when you enter that room, and he steals your stuff after you die, basically. He is so mean. Now I don't know what to do, though. Now I really don't know what to do. Oh, golly, I have to fight him in there. But it's not a fun place to fight him. Weapon art the wall. That's a shout. Why are you screaming? My only weapon art is bloody slash. I mean, I did a fair amount of damage to him before. Ow! Ow! Why am I stun locked all the time? Ow! Can you not? Sir! Sir. I can't see the doorway. Oh golly. I have a fish. There's the doorway. Ah! Can you stop stun locking me? Oh golly. Yes, bub. You can't see her right now because she's in her cage, but I have a budgie who is very talkative. I wish there was a way around this guy where I didn't have to fight him because I hate him. He is horrible. He's the worst. Shush. Come on then, can't follow me down. The only way I beat him last time I was in this area was because I was playing multiplayer and my friend uses a greatsword, and greatswords are easy mode, effectively. Come on. Come on, one at a time, ideally, or not. Also fine. Lock on, what are you doing? Oh my word, the lock on mechanics suck. Don't you dare. Heal. Okay. I love being out of stamina. Oh, moly. Shut up! Dragon breath. Okay, fair enough. That is true. Magic is easy mode against some enemies. Some bosses are incredibly difficult with magic, I've heard from my one moderator who played it magic mode. It was easy mode for everything up until certain bosses, and then they just destroyed him. Also, shush, bird, why are you screaming? She's happy, but she's screaming, which makes life quite difficult. I'm used to having a way bigger stamina bar than I do right now. Also, lock-ons being extra weird. Did I have the lock-on settings wrong? No, they're not. Okay. What? Anything's easy if you don't do shield only. Sounds accurate. Come on, sir. Thank you. You do need to stab and poke them, yeah. Ooh. Hello, sir. Okay. Now to try and figure out how I'm gonna beat this chap. Well, not this one. This one's easy, but the chap behind the door. Who I am extremely not a fan of. I want those souls back. Or runes, or whatever they're called. I mentioned this last time I streamed this, I will mention it again. The first FromSoft game I played was Dark Souls 3, so all my terminology is Dark Souls 3 based. I know it's incorrect, but I still call them bonfires and souls. And Estus. What was that? Why is there somebody attacking somewhere? And making stimpy stompy angry noises. I don't like it. Exactly. Alright. Okay. I really have nothing at my disposal. Holy damn. Oh no. Great! Okay, I love having absolutely nothing at my disposal. I need those. Because those let me level up. And I want to level up. But they're right next to that guy. Let's notify him of my presence. Hello, sir. I can't even lock onto him if I'm not in there. Hi. I like this cheese. Ow! I no longer like this cheese. Holy heck! He does so much damage! Ouch! Even that does a ton of damage! I'm not meant to do anything against this guy. Ow! Alright, thank you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry. Nico, you're gonna get stuck again. Don't do that. How am I ever gonna do anything about this chap? Ouch! I want my souls back! Well, I hope your work goes well then. I can't imagine late shifts are much fun. Ow! That's not fair! That's a stone wall! Sir! I'm gonna run out of heals. This is legitimately the way I'm gonna do this. Ooh. Well, I'm glad they are better than something then. Ooh. I wish I could lock onto him. Am I wearing my thing? Ow! Move! One of the things I really don't like about greatsword enemies is they stun lock you. And stun locks are horrible to try and get around. Come on. Want to attack again? This is the way I'm gonna kill him. I'm sorry, I know I should be less of a coward, but I am 100% a coward. Come on. Oh golly, not good. Dodge! Woman! Sprint! Sprint! Stop being stun locked! Ah! Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. Holy moly. That ain't good. He's almost dead though. He's almost dead. I just do not have anything with which to heal. So if I take one more hit from him, I'm probably dead. Wanting to bait him into that long animation again. That would have insta-killed me. What, are you out of magic? Oh, there you go. No! There we go. Yep. Yay. So close. So close. Rats. And I don't have any money, so I can't buy anything to help me. I've just got to wall cheese him again. Yay, and cheers! Hello, Platinum Ghost. Holy moly. Oh, great. Let's hope I don't die to these dweebs. So they all come at the same time, which I hate. And Lock-On freaks out when they arrive. Can you not lock on, please? Stop changing targets randomly. Holy crap. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Honestly. Honestly. What is wrong with you? Ah. This game is frustrating. Okay. It's fine. I am quite tempted to... You know, I actually have to heal. I'm quite tempted to grab my souls, run back to that bonfire, and level up, even though then I have to do this entire thing again. Well, that was smooth. But I might have to do that. Come on, I need both of your attention. Right. Did you not get them all? Come on, try again. There you go, sir. Pico, not right now. Okay, well, there's a budgie loose on the floor. I think I'll grab my souls and then I'll grab her. Mine. Thank you. At least my souls are right in the doorway this time. Oh, they're even outside of the doorway. What a generous game. In this aspect and no other. Okay, I'm safe here. I'm gonna grab the bird, because she's running around on the floor like a maniac. Give me a second. Pico. Come here. Come on. Alright, you know what? Fine. Give me one more second. I'm gonna actually put on a jumper so that she doesn't fall off me every time I put her on my shoulder, because this shirt is very, very slippery. I know, little bird, I know. She can't stand on this shirt because it's too slippery for her. Which I feel kind of guilty about. Come here. Come on. Come on then. There, is that better? Can you sit on me now? Silly creature. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Not that. Wrong button. Wrong lever. Cronk. Okay, got his attention. Time to vacate. Yep. Here comes the slow game. Can I break these? Much. Hi. Come on, attack. Attack, sir. That did not end well. Ow. Okay, so far so good. Ow. Less good. Ah. of 4 heals. Always aim for 1 hit and 1 hit only. Protect her. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Ow. Yeah, no, when he goes into that mode, don't move forward. Got it. Ooh, that's a lot of my blood on the wall. Love that. Go on. Ow. I'm really wishing I had this one particular thing which allows me to equip a charm that gradually heals me. Great! I love that I didn't even hit him then. Come on. Nice. Nope. Out of heals now. I'm getting the hang of beating this guy through a door. Which is good. It's the only way I'm gonna beat him. Hey, just let me get away with that one. Woo! Wowzers! He is pacifist no longer. Go on. Do your big attack. Big attack. Wrong big attack, but sure. I love his pathing. It's so useful to me right now. Finally. That was scuffed, but it worked. Oh no. I got the key. And hello, Dawn. And you know, I'm gonna disagree based solely on what you told me while you were playing Magic. Based solely on that, I entirely disagree. Oh my word. This guy, I dislike. Don't have any good emotes for him. Okay. Okay, there's an item there, so I wanna see if I can grab it. I failed. Okay, well that's a way easier way of doing that. I'm just gonna say that out loud. I did that the stupid way. Cool. Let's open this. Nice. Well, I am glad that the chemo's, at least the second round, is done. Okay. Now I can't remember if there's any like jump scares here. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember where the next bonfire is. Oh, I have a nasty feeling I know who it's past. Ooh, because I am entirely out of heals. Which isn't very pleasant. Oh, hello. Loot. Ow. Hi there. Excuse me. Pathing. He firebombed himself. He firebombed himself. I'll take it. Saves me having to try and kill him. He firebombed himself. Whee, up the ladder we go. In my strange octopus hat. Let's grab this loot. loot before we respawn anybody. Yoink. Wonder how you get that. Yes, hi Pico. Hello. Ooh, almost missed that jump. Yep. I knew there was gonna be something like that. And it's not fun being out of heals in this area. Anyone else? No? Oh golly. Don't remember any enemies being around here. Except for the ones up ahead, who are not pleasant. I'm very nervous. Yeah, there's that guy. Wait, he comes out here? He better blinking not. Oh, is there anything around this corner? Nope. That's a shame. Like, hey, Pico, what are you doing? Race for the stairs. Where's the bonfire? Where is it? There it is. Oh, okay, that was terrifying. I do not like being here without healing items. Holy moly. Okay. We can level up now. Which is good. Ha. Cage? Okay. Good bird. Let's get some more health, you know? I think we need more health. Frankly, if I'm gonna be honest, health is an important part of being alive. This armor is disturbing on many levels. Right. Oh, these guys. Hi. Come on. Dodge, character, please. Okay. Haha. I very much remember this stretch of area, which is not a pleasant place to exist in. Oh, not both. Run! Back up here, because it's safer. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Can you not hit it? Thank you. Oh! Why? Lock on, why? Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is chaotic and terrifying, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Was there anything up here that I needed? No, it was just the jump scare guy. There's one more around there who, frankly, I don't want to deal with. There's an item there, but I can't remember if it's a good one or not, and I am not equipped to deal with those birds. They are so mean. So mean. Okay, now there's a secret way in down here. And there's an item. Kukuri, good, I like those. And then you drop in here. And you say hi to Regia.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger's the name.
Roger, sorry.
A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle?
I'm here to kill
This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I'm here to murder Godric. Oh, there you go.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
I love Rigier. I wish I could learn skills from him, but frankly, they're not the most useful to me. Okay. Okay, there we go. Can't remember how to get the lift back up to there, but I think it's something you do later. Oh, geez, these... You know, playing in online mode is sometimes terrifying, because those ghostly guys, they just... Very, very spooky. Oh, golly, I remember this. This is where you perfect the art of sprint past them as quickly as you physically can, because they're scary. And they can also climb ladders, by the way. So you climb up here. At least that's what I do. Stamina's not going down yet, so they might not have seen me. Because this guy is terrifying. Sprint! That went super smoothly. Okay, hello, ghost. Jeez. I'll take some loot. Loot's good. So, you don't miss this game at all? Not in the slightest wanting to come back to it ever? I've perfected the art of sprinting past enemies, by the way. Are you proud of me? There's this direction. Can't remember how useful this direction is, but there's this direction. Aha! Velvet? Not one bit, really? I'm kind of surprised, if I'm honest. Because this game is so much fun. I guess... Did you ever play it multiplayer? Oh, hello, ladder. Because multiplayer is way more fun. Also, if you only ever played it Magic, I can't imagine it being the most enjoyable experience. That's cool. I think there was somewhere to jump down from here. I guess I just can't remember where. Huh. Boing, boing. Ah, I can boing to here. Cool. Never had anyone to play with, fair enough. It is a good experience, though. Whee. I've been playing it with a friend who is way better at it than I am. Let's get past that guy, because he's a right mean one. Oh, hi. Take that. Can I open? No. Okay. I think I know what this is. I've been in... Oh, golly! Goodness. Hi. Golly. Didn't quite expect that to happen. It is really fun. What I especially liked about transitioning to the bleed build was it massively changed the way I played. Because I used to be straight sword and shield. Nice try, buddy. And that was a very defensive build, or at least the way I played it was. So I spent a lot of time shield up, trying to defend. With this one, it's all attack. Which is perfect for me. Hello, item. Well, it's not perfect for me. I'm still very bad at this game. Well, not very anymore. So I've spent quite a few hours doing this. But I'm still pretty darn unskilled. There's something through that way. Nice. Keep running. Not the direction I thought. Where's the bonfire? I think the bonfire's on the other side of the room. Oh golly, it spotted me. Alright, well. It's really dark without my thing. Hi, buddy. Sorry. Souls, mate. You hate being in melee range. Yeah. I am pretty bad at dodging properly as well. Hence my lack of health currently. That area is living hell if I remember correctly, so I want to see if I can find a closer grace site. I know there is one. This guy just has to chill out. He has not seen me because my stamina's not going down. Which is one of the blessed things about Elden Ring versus Dark Souls 3. This guy's still in here. I'm gonna have to get past him. Hey, I'll open this quickly. Can I not? Book it out. All is fine. I believe I have to fight the dogs to get anything else. Yeah, I think the bonfire's past these dogs. Or on the other side past these dogs. So, which boss was it that absolutely demolished you with your magic build? Made you quit. Ooh! I have a crimson hood. I don't remember ever getting that before. Look at that! Pretty! I remember getting a blue one, not a red one. Funky. Okay, yeah, this is the room with the grafted. That's nice. I never got that item before. Fire Flaunt. Can't say I've heard of that one. This is the right room. This is the wrong room. This is the left room. Okay, there we go. Giant. I see. I have not actually fought that one. I'm trying to think what area I'm in with my friend at the minute in our multiplayer run. We're in like... what's it called? The Deep-Rooted Depths, I think? Do I have enough to level up? No, I don't. Okay. Let's use one of these, see how much it gives us. Nearly. How much do I need? 4899. Because I would like to... I'd like to see if I can level up before I do anything else, because this place is quite scary. Nice. I still want to be leveling up my health, but I can't let my stamina slack. Ugh, it's difficult. Stamina has been tripping me up quite a bit, so I'll alternate them if I can. Okay, nice. That's well and good now. I forget what's up here. I know it's a bunch of soldiers, but... This guy... Ah, rats. Oh golly, not good for me, not good for me, not good for me. Dropped down right in front of one of the scary enemies. Okay, that was terrifying. Could you hear him pursuing me? Because I could. Okay, well that was not pulled off with much elegance, I will admit. Because he is big and frightening. Not very worth it, but hey. I love it when my character doesn't sprint when I hold shift. One of my favourite things he does. Oh nice, I got his armour. Been wanting that. Yeah! Nice. Now there is more out there. Let me just check if the armor's good. What? Oh, but it looks so cool! Aww. That does not look good at all. Whoa! Now that's cool too! Look at that! Fashion souls! Also, there's this armor that I legitimately did not know existed. Look at this! Look at that! Isn't that cool? I bought it from a merchant and I do not have it in my other playthrough. And I am astounded. I'm gonna wear this one anyway. Because I like it. It's cool. You can't stop me. When I get my butt handed to me by a bunch of men with crossbows, then I will probably change my armor back because they can stop me. But you cannot. I have fallen victim to fashion souls. AKA Elden Ring. I don't know you'd be back here, sir. Give me your bolts. There's that guy up there. No, don't toot. Bad toot. Bad toot. Got it. Oh golly. Do you mind? Ow! Why are there so many of them? Exactly, yeah. I can... What I might do, actually, is load up my other save and show you some of the outfits I have, because it's fun. Also, I hate those people. They're so annoying. But oh well. Ouch! My pride! My main save of this is currently at like level 113, and so it's really not pleasant to be brought so low by these guys of all enemies. Nice try. Hop, hop, No, my item! I wanted that! Aww. Alright, fine. No item for me. How do I get past here? I'm concerned by the number of ethereal attacking sounds I'm hearing. Where's that guy? Oh, he's stuck! Sir? Are you alright? You can just walk to the left. Please. Walk to the left. It's really not that hard. Oh, this poor man. At least he's not attacking me. It's still worth going out here, I think. That guy is the problem. Okay. And we're fine. Nice. They are a bit problematic. Now, stop. Gotcha. Nice. Good. That went real smooth. Yeah. It's doing NPC Tai Chi. True. That might be it. I hope it's that for his own dignity, because that's... Is he still stuck? Good, he's not stuck. He learned, he's perfected the art of being somewhat less dim. It's a bit mean, but also it's pretty dim. I remember fighting the Crucible Knight, and the Crucible Knight had a vendetta against tables. He hated the tables in his arena. Oh boy, he was mad about those tables. It was very funny. It was also kind of sad. Whoa! You have no business sprinting out of there like that, good sir. Goodness. That's good for me. So there's the way down and forward, and then there's the way out and forward? No, there's just the way down and forward, I think. Where else do I go? Oh, item. Oh golly, did he notice me? Oh. Not gonna lie, was not expecting to be here. I think he's mad. Yep. Oh, you know what? He also hates tables. Good to know. This guy, I don't remember if I've ever actually fought him head on, because in my stream playthrough, I stood on the balcony and I shot him, which was a cheese, like I just did to that poor man behind the door, but it worked. Because I don't have the skill to beat him normally. Exactly, that's what I did. Woo, hey, angry man. Big angry. Alright. We're just gonna sprint around in circles until he forgets about us. And the way you know he's forgotten about you is when your stamina stops going down. And he's forgotten. Yep. Is he stuck? No, he's coming over. It's hard to tell where his face is, if I'm gonna be honest. Is he stuck? Is that his face or his rear end? Let's just get a hustle on. Scoot across here. No. Wait, what? No. That ain't right. Oh, he noticed me. Oh, rats. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going down the other end of the room! Doi! Hello, Winter, how are you doing? I have accidentally made this strange Spider-Man very angry. He doesn't like me very much. Safe to say. Hi, what you gonna do about it? I'm in a room you can't fit in. What you gonna do? Sorry, this is mean. Oh, is it the, I think I just got it. I know is it this one? Oh, I'm not allowed to wield it. Is it the Highland axe? Because that does look pretty cool. What do I need? Oh, I'm not strong enough for it. It does. It looks like a Viking axe. I love it. That is very cool. I'm using these, but this is also very cool. Got a bit of a problem though, because he's not going to let me sneak past him, and I need to get to that room over there. Oh, are you mad at me again? Hi. I mean, I could just try and fight him. But on the other hand, he does not look like he wants to spend time with me. How am I going to go about this? I guess, I don't know. Because my current problem... Who is in combat with me right now? Who mad? Who mad? What I kind of want to do is try and figure out where I get some sort of ranged weapon. Because I'm scared of that guy. I'm gonna be honest. I am the kind of person who would prefer to run past if I can. Oh, hi! Spin. It's not spinning with me. Head on. Fly directly to the forehead. I can get a longbow. What do I need? Doesn't... Oh, I need 9 strength and 14 dex. I might have that. I've never actually used a longbow, so sure, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try it. What is that? Okay. What are my rules? Did I... Yeah, I need to give her... What's in here? Great arrows. Ballista bolts. This is where I get the t-shirt! I want that. Also, I want those. Fashion souls. I collect all the fashion items I can. This is a cool one. It looks like a t-shirt. Okay, bye ladies. Alright, let's see if I can wield it. I can! Sweet! Do I have arrows? I do. Okay. But I don't have many arrows, which is less okay. Do I have the recipe for arrows. I do. Only bleed once, but that still counts. Okay. So that means I need to go get more bones. Where do I normally hunt for bones? That's here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, I know it's sidetracking. If you watch any of my streams, you should be very used to me getting distracted by side quests. But I'm getting arrows. That's what I'm doing. Don't judge me, Pico. Okay, Church of Pilgrimage. And then we grab Torrent. Which way do we go? We go this way. Because this is where the most of these sheep things are. And I'm surprised I don't have the recipe for just plain old bone arrows. That went well. I feel bad about killing them all, but also I need something like bone. I can make darts out of the bones or arrows, and both of those are really useful. I remember in my old stream run, which I was doing with a straight sword and a shield, I would have effectively a poison build, because I had poison darts, which I'd throw at enemies. So I'd try and get poison inflicted on them, which is also a pretty solid endeavor to seek. Nice. I know, poor sheep. Look, man, I know I do a lot of bone hunting in this game when I'm playing it solo, but I don't have the money for kukuris or normal arrows. I'm broke because I'm low level. I need bones. Oh goodness, yeah, Skyrim is one which really has a lot of side quests, doesn't it? Come back here. I can't remember how many hours it took me to finish the main quest in Skyrim, but the primary reason I finished it was because it was literally becoming endless, and I was like, oh no, I'm stuck in Skyrim for forever. Freshly peeled. Oh, like sheared. Right, got ya. Yes. It's getting warm already. That's either good or bad, depending on if you like warm weather. I'm a friend. I am a fan of cold weather, personally. But warm weather can be really good. Whee! You hate warm weather. In that case, I'm sorry that it's getting so warm. I also severely dislike warm weather. Well, you know, I should do big gong at some point. Sorry, sheep. Why is it locked onto that one? Here we go. Okay. I do feel bad doing this, but I have to. It's part of the process. Come here. Stab. Thank you. Here we go. There we go. I'll only do this once, I promise. At least right now. I'm just gonna grind up bones one time. I'm not gonna rest at the bonfire and do this again like I used to. Your tractor has air conditioning. Nice. That sounds like a fancy tractor. Alright, let's get back to wherever we were. Was it the tower? It was the tower? I think it was. Ooh, minus 35. That sounds cool. Also, that does... Oh, this is the wrong bonfire. Is it the wrong bonfire? It might be. It is not. That is the answer. It is not the wrong bonfire. Thank you. Good idea. Take a sip. Cheers. Everyone stay hydrated and warm if it's freezing where you are. Ooh, oh, that sounds far too hot. Goodness. Ugh, no thank you. Let's make 70. Ah, rats, I'm out of bones, so I can't even make more of them. Okay. Equipment. Some Trina's arrows. Let's replace with these. Good. And now if I... No. Nope. There. Yes. Okay. Good. Everything's working. We can now shoot things. It's fine. Fuck you. Ugh, no, that sounds horrible. I want this guy dead. This guy. Okay, so 3. Click. Oh, I missed. This is way harder than the crossbow. Oh, I don't like your face. Nice try. What? You can do that? Oh, I can do it this version. Oh, that's so much better. I like this more than the crossbow. It reminds me of actual archery, and I really like archery. Oh, nice dodge. Ha-ha. Whoa. What? Huh? What are you doing? Oh, you're out of arrows. How do I switch arrows when using that? I don't know. Nice, got bleed. Alright, fine. You know what? Let's see if we can fight him properly. For the last fraction of his health bar. Woo! Stop wasting arrows on him and all. Now, I don't think this thing respawns, I hope. Now, there was somebody up in the rafters, wasn't there? I know there was. I was targeting him before. Okay, fine. Let's try again. Who was I targeting from here? That chap! Nope. E. Yes. Okay. Why can I not target you? There you go. Okay. Well. Nice. That's all fine then. Hey, I know we cheesed it, but we got him. So now we can run around here freely if we want to. Not that you'd really want to spend too much time around here. Let's recover that touch of health we lost. Because I'm a very anxious and cowardly Elden Ring player. Gonna learn about input reading from shooting at this fella. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I do remember there being some funky things with targeting with a crossbow. anything triple digits in any measurement is too freaking warm for anything. Agreed. Hi, Pika. Okay, now we can just chill in here, which I appreciate. Let's head on to this horrible place, which is, you guessed it, horrible. Excuse me. Hi. Sorry. This place. Any of them gonna? No? Nope, that does not have the range for this. Oh, hi. Hello. Come on in, sir. Come meet my bleed bill. Ow. Hey, good shot. Do you mind? Ow! How are you allowed to hit through walls but I'm not? That doesn't make any sense. Thank you. Okay. Now you... Nice try. I'm worried I'm gonna run out of arrows. Walk into the fire, I dare you. Yes. Do it. No? No. Alright, see you, Winter. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. And good luck with the searing heat. You know, I really want a crossbow. I can't remember where I get those. Okay. Yeah, come here. Come on. That's not gonna help you. You're really persistent, sir. That guy just looks at him and goes, oh. What? Dang it. Come on. Stop being such a coward. I'm running out of arrows over here. Come on. Come here. Bring it on. Fight me. This is legitimately the only way I know how to get through this area. Okay, come here, sir. Come here. Come into the building. Thank you. This is like Horizon Zero Dawn with the corpse pile. I will take your mushroom and raise you dead. Ow. Hi. You want to be maybe a bit less annoying? No? You want to be annoying? Are you coming round to fight me? I can just walk out the way of those. Really? Yep. Oh, I missed. is gonna take forever, isn't it? Ow, fair enough. Curve, I saw that. Oh my goodness. It's taking far too long. Why should you just come and fight me like a normal enemy? That! The pathing on those arrows is interesting sometimes. Oh my goodness. Right, just shoot you. No, apparently. I'm not allowed to have auto-target do it. This is annoying. I am running out of arrows. Oh good, he's finally moving. Why is he moving now? Weirdo. Here he comes. Oh Lord, he coming. Come on. No. Sir. Try again. I guess I can finally shoot him, but I don't want to. Mate. Not cool. Thank you, that's a bit better. Yeah. There we go. Can't even see anything out here at this point. Let's see. Yeah, hi. Excuse me, lock on. There's an enemy right in front of me. What the hell? Lock on. Stop being so terrible. Holy crap, what is wrong with you? Am I allowed to exist without this game screwing me over? Jeez. Damn. How do I refuse to lock on like that? Yeah. Hi. Woo! Didn't notice you were a big one till it was a bit too late. Okay. Hey, I have arrows now. Ouch. No! That's not what I clicked! Ah. I love it when it targets and just doesn't go the distance. It's my favorite. Understand. I've been aiming in the same place and it suddenly stopped hitting him. There we go. Wow. Almost out of arrows, unfortunately. Nice. It moved his aim? Interesting. Okay. Huh. I can hear something pacing in the room next to me. But it seems to be in there, not out here. That's fine. Okay, that guy up there is still calm. Okay. I received a pike. Interesting. Did I not get the item? And a rune. Some more rune. Smoldering butterfly. Ooh, I got some gauntlets. I like gauntlets. I'll take it. And mushrooms. Hello. How you doing? Don't mind if I just kill you, do you? Thanks. Didn't think you'd mind. Now this is something I'm concerned about, because there's a big dude with an equally big dog over there. Oh, and there's a painting. So I kind of have to run past. It can be easy. Or maybe it will be easy. Okay. That was shockingly easy. Hello, Citozik, how you doing? Good day. Happy Monday. Or not happy Monday if you're not a fan of the fact that it's Monday. What is this? Pull a lever. Okay, we have a shortcut to somewhere. Can't say I know exactly where, but hey, I'll take it. Hi, item. Smithing stone. Cool. You're a fan of... Oh, nice! Heck yeah! Days off are always good. What? Okay, it does not open from this side. Fascinating. Okay, now I'm trying to remember... There's a person who I can get to help me with Godric if I go a certain direction, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's awesome! That sounds like Monday's quite a good day for you then. Heck yeah, I like that. Oh, I love that. That's good. This thing though, ugh, they are horrible. Let's see. Eesh, not good, but hey, I'm running really low on arrows. God. Okay. That is why I'm not a fan of those things. They can breathe fire. And are just the worst in general. Okay. Let's see. Why? Why? Character, you have so few arrows. Why do you suck? I'm sorry, that went through you. How is that fair? I only have one sword? Why? What happened? There it is. Do you see why I hate those birds? Birds and dogs in Elden Ring are the worst. That went down the wrong way. Elden Ring's gotten to be a 4D experience. It's trying to kill me with my tea now. How am I gonna get past that? Excuse me. That went through you! Okay. It's around here. Oh, you're a big one. Whew, that's okay. I have enough of a chain attack to beat that guy, which is okay. Nice. Massive bones in that tea. Potentially. Yeah. Okay, come on then. Come on then. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. It's okay. We got past it. Now we just have to continue past it without dying so we don't have to do it again. Hello. Did you not notice me? Hold on, lad. I don't actually remember anything about this place. What does it say?
Be proud. You were a fine warrior.
Here she is!
Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
Oh, she killed one of those guys. Well done, Nefeli.
Well, who do we have here?
Hello.
Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot.
Ooh.
I am Nefeli Lu.
Nefeli.
Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds.
Are you saying he stinks?
If you intend to challenge Godric,
I think she's
I
saying
ask
he
you call
stinks.
upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, don't worry. I am 100% doing that, because you make life way easier. Yoink. Yes, please. Sorry. Don't know why I said that. There's a giant up ahead, right? Golden seed! That's a yoink and a half. Okay, now I believe there is another way to get to that boss fight. But we needed to come here if we wanted to get Nefeli? Nefeli? Is that how she said her name? I always forget. I immediately, like, they pronounce their names like, what's his name, Roger? I forget as well. Like, I instantly go back to saying them the way my brain says them, and that's terrible. But I do it anyway, because I can't remember anything. Let's see. Oh, this thing is horrifying. Do you want to hear this? It's terrible. Why is this a thing? That's the most intimidating hello I've ever heard, and I hate that, you know? I have running deck, it's cool. I legitimately hate it, because it's... how many do I need? Boop, 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 200 over 500. 5,000, so I can... potentially... 4, let's see how many that gives me. 800. Bingo! Nailed it. Level up. More health. Yes please. Okay. What does this say? Be wary of trap. That's concerning. I am wary of trap. I'd see no trap. Gotta be honest here. Oh, yeah. The pot's over there. That thing over there. The pots, I don't remember if they have anything great by them. Kukuri, I need those. What's over there? Come here. No, bad. Gotcha. Oh, here come all the little pots, huh? There's a big pot there as well, which is why I'm not. I think I might not because they're scary. Big pot's scary. Big pot's not that bad if you have a greatsword, as far as I'm aware. But big pot's scary. Okay. Booyah. Let's check my. Do I have? Do I not have? Oh, jelly. Okay, yes, I do have jelly. Let's equip jelly, which is good. Other than that, let's check my equipment. See, I don't need this. So I can unequip that temporarily. I don't want to accidentally switch to it. Is this... I don't like that that's better. I want... I want the cool stuff to be better. You know? That's still so cool. Do I have better trousers? No. Oh, not that. Do I have better gauntlets? I kind of. Those do look really cool though. But no, I think mine are better. Not that. Why are you angry? Okay. The giant there. Oh, I didn't check how many. If I'm near to flask. Flask? No. I need another one. Rats. Okay, well, let's summon Nephili and see how we do. Now, I need to be going number 1 here. Summon her and see how we do against Godric the Grafted. Godric the Grafted. Hey, Nephili. Hey. Here we go. Let's see. First try. Oh. Cutscene, I forget. This cutscene's really gross. Both of his cutscenes are gross as far as I remember.
Mighty dragon. Thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights.
You have too many fingers. I mean, you also have too many arms. This guy's... Ugh. He is disturbing.
Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee, kneel!
Yep.
I am the lord of all
I know,
that is
so annoying. Oh my word. It was very frustrating to hear you just killed him in like 2 goes. I'm not allowed to summon in here? I thought I was. Ah, oh. Hello, Godric. Let's see how we do, eh? Nephili. Please. Woo. Oh, I forgot you do this. Can you not? I was trying to heal. I forgot he did that move, if I'm honest. It's been a while since I fought Godric. I never liked Godric very much. Of all of the boss fights and Elden Lords and the folks you get to fight, he is one of the more gross and less cool ones, you know? I didn't remember to check if I was even doing decent damage with him. Oops. Okay, Nephili, come on. Let's go. Let's go. I need those. Can I have these back, please? Thank you. Come on, Godric. Come on, Godric. Come hit me. Nice. Good miss. Ow, ow, ow. Bad Godric. Okay, I have so little health, I forget. Oh, bleed. Ow. Heal. Really wasted that animation, didn't you, Godric? Got bleed, nice. Oh no. He's doing his thing. It's pretty disturbing, isn't it? This man has some issues, you could say.
Truest of dragons.
Be prepared for more growth.
Strength.
It's still... It's pretty gross. Yeah. He has dragon hands now, which is just disturbing. Nobody is proud of you for this, Godric. This one's hard to dodge. Unless you're me, apparently. Come on, Nephili. Careful, Nephili. Pico, please stop. I'm dodging. Oh, he bit her. I'm pretty sure he's invulnerable during that animation as well. Do you mind? Let's dodge. Nephili's about to die. Yep, there she goes. Sorry, Nephili. Ah, I dodged. I swear, I clicked dodge. It just didn't do anything. Hey, do you mind? Can I dodge away, please? Dodge, please. Dodge, character.
Great Godfrey, didst thou witness?
I love clicking heal and nothing happens. It's my favorite thing. It's fine. It happens. It's bothersome when you tell your character to do something and they don't, but that happens sometimes, you know? It happens. Come on, Nephili. You coming? You're taking your time, aren't you? Yeah, come on, Nephili. Your double axes. She's been kicking butt, by the way. I want this. Yoink. Nice try, buddy. Oh, no. I dodged. I'm clicking dodge, character. Oh, okay, I did them both then. Okay. I hate these stun blocks. Please, thank you, Nephili. You dodged very well. Yes, well done, Nephili. I can deal damage in here. Good. Good to know. Alright, we don't need to see this again. Get out of here, buddy. And here comes this. Nephili seemed to do fairly well with that. I forgot he had that attack. Nephili! You were near him for 2 seconds. Ow. Oh, not this again. Who are you going for? You're going for her. Again? Nafili, you're gonna have to move. Oh, she has heals! I didn't even know she had heals. Speaking of heals, I really need to... Nafili. And he's immortal in this. Great. Ow. Again? Nafili, you need to learn how to dodge that. I say this like I've flawlessly dodged it. I haven't, but seriously, ma'am. Nafili, please heal if you have. That's what you're doing? I thought you were going to jump at me. Okay, Nafili's dead. Less than convenient. Yeah. Okay, heal. Nice. Out of heals, good to know. Dodge! Woman! I was in the middle of a dodge animation! Don't you love it when you're in the middle of a dodge animation and they just go smack and you're dead? That's my favourite thing. It's fine. It happens. It's Elden Ring. Elden Ring loves to do things like that to screw you over. Absolutely loves to. You click dodge and your character's like, nah. Or you click heal and your character's like, later. And you're in the middle of a dodge when your character finally dodges and the boss is like, I see your invincibility frames and I raise you my axe and just kills you. It's great. It happens so much. It's very annoying. Or, you know, the best when you're being attacked by a group of enemies and your lock-on is like, this one, and then that one, and then that one, and this one's on a pixel of health, but you're never gonna hit him again because I'm gonna look at this one over here. And you just keep spinning around in circles. I love that too. It's fine. I am mostly exaggerating this just because it feels good to exaggerate sometimes. It happens sometimes. All of those issues have happened to me on multiple occasions, but it's not consistent enough to make the game unplayable. It happens a lot, but it's okay, because a lot of the time it also doesn't happen, and you beat the boss, or your invincibility frames are invincibility frames. But not always. Come on, Nafili, let's go. Try number whatever this is. Where are my souls? There they are, nice and close. Convenient. Those 295 souls are mine. Come on, Godric. Nafili. His first attack. Okay, fine, I got hit by his second. And you got hit by his third. Ow, nice slap, good sir. Do you mind? I've already used 2 heals, Godric. Godric! Bad man. What are you doing? Excuse me? I love it when your animations make no sense. You threw Nafili onto his thing. Nice. Okay, Godric, you keep cutting off your own limbs. Love that about you. It's my favourite thing you can do. Nafili, it's really easy to dodge the fire. Please try dodging the fire. Madam. Nice. Please heal, Nephili. I know you have one. Or did you already use it? Great. She died even sooner than normal. Do you mind, Godric? I love being stun locked by that. It's my favourite. What is this? Why'd that curve, huh? Oh, great. Get out of fire range. You suck. Might as well get closer to the door, you know, for the souls next time. It'd be nice if Nephili survived longer next time. I'm dishing out so much sass to Nephili. She's great. She's doing great. So I distinctly remember being able to summon Jelly in this fight. Why can I not summon Jelly? Weird. Come on. Spin, 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 spin. Spin. Nephili's not gonna spin with me. There we go. Come on, Nephili. Let's do better this time. Both of us. It's past him? Ugh. My 295 souls. Nice try. Yeah. I confused you, didn't I? Good. Ow. Thanks for changing direction. Oh, great. He's like, yeah, I can do that one too. Got bleeds. Good. Okay. Skip. Okay, come on, Nephili. You can dodge this one, I believe. Well done! You didn't die. Good job. Come on, Nephili. Have you already used your heal? Please don't have already used your heal. Ow. Do you mind? Charming. Ow, ow. How'd that happen? Okay. Yes, do you remember that? That was fun. I have Jelly, so I've clearly spoken to her. But yeah, that was rather amusing, and also it was entertaining afterwards. But gosh, talk to the NPC. Bye, NPC. It's good times. Okay, come on, let's go, Nephili. Ah, yay, there they are. They're by my grave. I like that about them. I'm sorry, why were you not dodging? Was it because you were too busy collecting souls? Great. I like it when I click dodge and my character just doesn't. That's useful. Ugh. Sir, stop. It's annoying. Oh, you're on me now? I dodged! Unloading. Ah. Dodge! You have like half your stamina bar. Why'd you never dodge? God. my character doesn't think shift means dodge. Not doing too great, are you? Nefili, dodge it, please. Thank you. Come on, Godric. And just don't die instantly this time. Yeah, get behind him. Good. Good job. Mostly good job. I'm sorry. I dodged the fire and then the fire came out of the ground. And now she's not moving. Okay. Who were you targeting, sir? Why are you not dodging? Woman! I'm sorry. Yeah, just run into the fire. You could try. Woo! Move! What? I don't understand! I'm telling her to dodge and she's just not dodging. How is this happening so consistently? It never happens on my other save. What is wrong with this character? It's not... I'm not pissed at anything apart from the game not responding to inputs. Breathing's not gonna help unless the game fixes itself. It's so annoying. I don't understand. I am telling her actively move and she's not. Doesn't make any sense. That is the most annoying thing about any game, is when it doesn't obey its own rules. Like, there's a reason I'm learning to play this system, is because it's a system. Don't get stuck on things, woman. Yeah. That's actually good. Dodge and Feely. Why can you never? Do not fall off the cliff, woman. I'm sorry. Stunlock? Stunlock much? I clicked dodge again! Thank you for just ignoring my inputs. You have to. Second phase is even less than half. It's more than half even. Great. I'm gonna feel it. Don't get burned. Good job. Okay, it's fine. I love getting caught by fire. It's my favorite thing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Do you mind, sir? Nefili, do you mind not sucking for once? Again, I was in a dodge roll animation. At least he had the decency to not continue attacking my corpse after I died. He doesn't always. This time he did. That's good. This man is very bothersome. Spin, 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 spin. I don't know how I managed to do... I did Morgoth first try, and Morgoth is objectively a harder fight than him. At least in my opinion. He's way more of an interesting and quite a difficult fight. I did him first try. This guy just sucks. Thank you for destroying the obstacle, sir. Nefili, no. Yeah, good job. Can you get him out of a corner, Nefili? It's not very useful. No, I shouldn't have done that. Ah. Nefili, please. Really? Thank you. No, sir. Bad. How'd that even damage me? What? That was his attack on himself and it damaged me? I did not know that was a thing. Camera, please. Nefili. No. You know how to dodge fire. Why are you refusing to dodge fire? Sir. Bad. Bad. Sir. So I love that you can't dodge out the way of that fast enough. It's great. Nefili, you need to stop being bad at this. What are you doing? Good, we got Pete. Good job, Nefili. No, get away from him, Nefili. You were doing so well. Come on, it's time to die, Godric. How am I not doing any damage to you? Not again. Dodge! Dodge! Damn, man. Woo!
I am
Gotcha.
the Lord of all that is holy.
Finally.
And one day we'll return together,
He really does have some punishing animations.
bathed in rays.
Shut up, Godric. I do not care. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Got a lot of money. I like receiving money. Okay. And we're chill again. It's fine. And hello, Necro. How you doing? That fight was brutal and very annoying. Okay. Let's do one of each. Nice. Heck yeah. Now there's tons more in Stormvale that I have not done. But also Stormvale is a very brutal and unforgiving place. So I would like to at least progress a little bit. Oh yeah, is this the one throne that doesn't crumble? Yeah, I want to sit on the throne. Yeah, I'm better than Godric. Alright, anyway, can't remember which way you're meant to go, so I'll go this way. Is it this way? Wow, surprise, surprise, it's not this way. It's this way. To the left. What does it say? Still no lover. Okay, cool. Good to know, I guess. I thought there was an item around here. Oh, there is. It's over there. Didn't expect tranquility. Or more wary of ambush. Ambush? No? Okay. Okay. Item back here. Oh, wait. Oh no, there's your head. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please take my grapes? Huh? Alright. It's Shibiri, but yeah. Because there's somebody who's blind and you have to give her Shibiri grapes, but I never ended up finding more of them. And here we are. Out into the beautiful sunshine of Liurnia of the Lakes. Look at this place. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, I've already touched this one. Hi, lady.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah,
My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shibiri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
Sure.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
She's sweet. Oh, that's where I get that emote. I like that emote. It's nicer than bow. I like this one. It's a nice bow emote. I like that. Alright, nice. Okay. I guess there is more we could do in the castle area. I haven't gone down to the gates or opened the gates. I didn't end up fighting the lion, haven't done the... Because there's a lot of stuff. A lot of it's quite unpleasant though. And difficult. Oh, there's the guy. Hello. Hi.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone
Love the
sorceries
accent.
at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
Sure, 10 runes is fine.
Bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes.
Topes.
Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great. Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity.
I like this guy.
Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out.
Oh no.
And now I'm uprooted from my place
That's
of
a bit
learning.
awkward.
Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me?
Yeah.
I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery.
I don't think I've ever
But
remembered to
still,
give him back one.
my place is at the Academy.
He doesn't have anything useful. Thank you, sir. Alright. I think I got a sacred tear, so I'm gonna improve my flasks really quick before we move on. Trying to think. This area is very rich in exploration again. Ooh, free souls. Yeah. One time I attacked one of those little skull things and it flung up into the air, and then the item was in the air and I couldn't get it, and it was rather sad. Okay. I need about double my runes currently. And she's gone, naturally. This is beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I always struggle to get up there, where I'm looking now. And I know I've probably gotten up there in my main save, I just cannot for the life of me remember how to do it. Pico. If it hurts to preen, don't preen it. Silly. She always does this. She finds an itchy feather and it kind of hurts, so she shouts about the fact that it hurts, but she doesn't stop preening. You know, all these blood stains suggest that I can't get down there from here. In fact, these are quite fun to watch. Let's see. Whee! And dead. Oh, I see! Maybe you can get down. Okay. I'm willing to try, even though it seems stupid. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, missed that one. I reckon you probably can, though. If these are here, it means you just have to be extra good at this. Which I'm not. So we'll try the parkour again. And see. Might as well, you know? Nothing happened. It's fine. My souls will be on the edge, as they always are, when you fall to your death. Can you turn around? Okay, good job, Torrent. Yeah. That worked. That was a bit scuffed, and I'm not sure why I took damage there, but it worked. I can also... equipment, inventory. Do I have any of the things to heal Torrent with? No? Okay. Oh, speaking of equipment, I should replace this with the throwing daggers. Yeah. It's all fine. Nice. Let's leave them be for now. Whoa. I don't know if I've even ever come down here. So there's a giant and presumably some loot. Cool. See what the nearest, oh, it's nighttime. Nearest bonfire would be. Which is a very good question. So I don't remember this place at all, if I'm honest. Bonfire! Hello! Presume there's a way. I've probably been here before. But you never know. It's useful to have. Hi! Hi! Hello, bird. She's hanging sideways off her cage and shouting at me. One of Pico's favourite pastimes. Yes, hi. It's you. I see you. Hello. Yes. There's no need to nod at me like that. I want to know what's in the giant's loot. Seems to pretty much just be him around. Got bleed. Woo! With bleed, it's really not that hard. Also, if you can stagger things quickly, giants really aren't that bad. They look scarier than they are. Ooh, what's this? What's in here? A tree spear. Neato. What's this? A shiny? It's a firefly. I don't believe it. What do you not believe? That the bridge is broken? Could this be a ruins? Huh? No hidden path. Okay, that's useful. I like reading messages because I don't always understand what they mean. Okay, so we have some loot. And off we head to explore this place. Oh, it's raining! I like it when it rains. I like it when it rains in real life too. Rain's one of my favourite weathers. It's nice and chill. And cozy with you inside. What? Ah, honestly. Excitable budgie today. Oh, there's a dog there, but we can just keep running. So we can outrun it. Continue to outrun it. And we've officially outrun it. Okay, let's keep going this way then. Oh look! Another grace site. Wink. You know what? I do want to wear something prettier than this. I just can't decide if I like this one more or if I like this one more. I do really like this one, and I think it's slightly better than its shinier counterpart. Slightly. Not much, but a bit. Do I have a better headgear? No, I do not. But shiny, I could try on the shiny if you like. Oh yeah, but doesn't this look cool? And disturbing? Yeah, I like it. Hello. Who are you? Ah, the puppets. The puppets besiege us. I guess I can see how these are puppets. That's concerning. Was not massively aware of the fact that puppets are a thing really in Elden Ring. Okay. Funky and concerning, honestly. Just a tad. You know, just a smidge. Just an easy bit. Exactly, that's the point. I look intimidating and strange. I like that for my character. I want my character to look chaotic and confusing, and kind of creepy at all times, if possible. It's the head bag. Everyone needs a head bag. Definitely. Oh. Crab? Crab. Oh, there is water, okay. There wasn't water before, so I was wondering why crab if no water. I do not know what that means, and please keep the chat in English if you can. But hi, how are you doing? Oh, another tibia mariner? Really? How many of these? Elden Ring. Why are so many of these tibia mariners? How many tibia mariners do you need? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, I can only read English fluently, and my mods can also primarily read English, so it's, oh god, I mean, ambush. It's just nicer to keep it in English. Whee. But just you. I don't think Rihanna can read any other languages as far as I'm aware. She has expertise in other areas. Get as many of these grace sites as we can, because we can. Let's collect the artwork. Ooh, more free souls. Just gotta get the horse to stand on it. Good. Nice. Now, we're not going to upset that guy with the massive shield, because shield guy is scary. But what we will do is upset the Tibia Mariner, because we can. This is a really small area for Tibia Mariner to be in. Let's see how it goes. Hello, Tibia Mariner. Where'd you go? Hey? Mate? Don't run off. There you are. Oh, yay. Oh, you're summoning all your bad things. I love that from you. Lock on, please. Oh, nice. Sorted them out. Ow. I'm sorry. Again, I would love to dodge when I click dodge. It'd be useful. Hardly doing anything to this guy. Can you not? Lock on! Ugh. Lock on is one of the most annoying things. Okay. Come on then. I feel like I'm constantly fighting it to do what I want. What are you doing? Really? You already summoned them. You know what, actually? Nah. This guy's not worth it. I'm not doing enough damage to him for it to be worth the effort of fighting him. My identity? I'm assuming you're meaning pronouns and that kind of thing, but kind of any? I don't really mind. Whatever you're most comfortable with using. I'm very wishy-washy about that. I'm happy for whatever pronouns you choose, basically. Yeah, basically. I don't care. You're not likely to step on any toes here with that, at least from me. Whoopsies. I fell off that. Whoops. Oops. There it's fine. Don't worry about that. Nothing happened. What am I doing? Over here. Oh, I haven't got the map. I have not got the map for this area yet. Huh, funky. Let's see, where's the map? Map. And map. Well, I can get that map. Hello, Jiroki, how you doing? It's not every day you can claim to have spent time fighting a man with a musical instrument on a boat. True. But somehow, at the same time, that is one of the most common boss fights in Elden Ring. Which is quite something, isn't it? Oh yeah! This bunch. I thought they had a giant. Do they not have a giant? I distinctly remember them as having a giant. Huh. Oh yeah, there's the giant! I knew there was a giant! Oh, he's coming for me. Not a fan of that, if I'm honest. I was just watching. Yeah, everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing happened. Whee! Well, that was a bit rude. Whee! Alright, see you in a bit, Dawn. Oh, bear. Here there be bears. Forgot about the bears. Whoops. Don't forget about the bears. It's not good. Oh! Grace site. Oh, bear. Sit of the grace. Sit of the grace. That's a big bear. The bear was charging for me. Right, everything's fine. Whoa, hi bud. Let's go get that map. Or, actually. Let's take a side turn. I barely escaped. I love it. Also accurate. Excuse me, wolves. I'm not fighting everything I come across just because, why would I? What are they doing? Aw, so close. Come on. Yeah. Nailed it. Oh! Is this by the Tibia Mariner? Or am I stupid? Oh! I have been over here. Okay, well I don't have to keep going this way then. Bum 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 bum. Whoops, excuse me. Don't mind me. It's just gonna run through. Ah! Did not notice the cliff. Whoops. There was a cliff there. Did you know there was a cliff there? Because I didn't know there was a cliff there. Oh, I'm out of tea. That's a shame. Let me go get my stuff back. Don't be grumpy, bird. It's not my fault there was a cliff there. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, they're up here. How did I even get this turned around? Yoink. Don't mind me. There is indeed a clip there. Hello. How are you doing? Lana darling, welcome. Whoops, I almost died again. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? We have just discovered the presence of multiple cliffs. So, we got a little bit squished, but it's okay. It happens a lot. A surprising amount. It does indeed happen a lot in Elden Ring. Is that a mushroom? Love me a good old mushroom. Okay, now in this area, if I remember correctly, I have to be very cautious of massive homicidal lobsters. Which sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud. Ooh, can I have that? Thank you. Ow, you did not approve. They did not approve. I'm glad you're doing alright. Oh. Hey, there's the map. I need that. Map and Grace. Yippee! We need to collect the other map as well, but it's fine. Also, I can make this poof. Poof. Nice. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't give me any of the map until I have the original map. Did not know that. Wait, no, did it just not collect the map? It didn't collect the map. Map. Yep. Gee, there we go. It just didn't collect the map. Whoops. Not my proudest moment. I want to get up to that church, but I can never remember how. Well, yep, here are the massive homicidal lobsters. Gotta be careful. They're huge and very angry. Like, very angry. Oh, here are the weird horse people. It's fine, nothing happened. You didn't hear anyone sounding the alarm there's a person on a horse bell. Oh, this is a bit of a dead end. Whoops. It's fine, nothing happened. I'm just gonna keep running. Smooth. Definitely know what I'm doing in this game. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to notice that and picked up the map. Because I spammed E as I approached it, which often does the trick, but not that time. Ah, map. This time, I'm gonna make sure I get it. Why didn't I pick up? I said E. I said E. E, E, E. Ow! Do you mind? Excuse me. I just want the map. I don't actually want anything to do with you. Ah, fine. You know what? Actually, they're now away from the map, so I can just go past them. Ah. Yeah. Time for zoom. And up here, because why not? What's up here? I think this is where we've already been. Is it? I don't know, I've gotten a bit turned around. Ooh! Ruins! Greetings, everybody! Don't mind me just running through on a horse. It's fine. Whoa! Hello! Welcome, Neko Tej. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me just... Oh, hi! Shabiri lady, this is not a good place for you to be. I'm just randomly sprinting around in Elden Ring, but I believe people are angry at me currently. Yep, there's an angry dog. Eee, I'm just gonna grab myself somewhere safe to sit. Hello, hello! That was actually, wasn't it? Dang. I collected a mushroom. Am I still in combat? No. Okay. If there's anything you will learn about me, it's that I have to touch the shiny thing. Let's go! Wherever that's taking us to. And while we go, let me give you a shout out. Neko Tej. How was your stream? What were you up to? Thank you so much for the raid. You know what? I kind of wish we knew how to do the command that tells us what you were last doing, but we don't, so this is our command. Oh! I'm here. Funky. Did not expect. Alright. Oh my word, 12 hours! Yes, get some rest. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care of yourself. Get a drink and some rest, and I hope you have a great time. Oh my goodness. I hope it went well. Ooh, item. It went poorly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is not fun. I'm sorry to hear it didn't go very well. That is never fun. Teleport back here, try and explore the left side if I can. Is Pico show offable? Yeah, I can grab her. I'll grab Pico. She's just destroying things basically. If we're honest with ourselves. Let me rest at this. Ooh. Good idea. Give me just a second to go grab her. So yeah, it's the usual. She might sound very angry when I take her out of her cage, because she normally does. Hello. Grumpy. Just a little bit grumpy today. Just a tad. Come on, you're gonna come say hi. Pico screen. Hi. Hello. Pico. Meet Stream. Stream, meet Pico. She's a good bird. Very, very affectionate and sweet. Hello. And also very itchy at the moment. I don't know if you can see if the camera's gonna focus. Maybe. Oh, it focused on her! Yay, that never happens! But you can just about see the pin feathers. So she's a bit scruffy and itchy, because she's molting. But look, she's in focus for once! Oh, I'm glad. That never happens. Hello, my face is a bird. Oh, sorry for my wobbly hand. She's a good bird. Aren't you? Yeah. Hello. Oh, thank you for following, Neko Looney. Welcome in. Hello. What? Have you noticed my fingernail? She has noticed my fingernail. Do you approve? It's painted green. She's not sure if she approves or not. Did you approve? No? Yes? Yes, she approved. Good. Right, I'm gonna settle back in facing the correct direction, because I'm not currently. Oops. Here we go. Now I'm facing the right way. Are you gonna join us for a bit? Hmm? Maybe? Forward? No? Want some food? No? You're just leaning. Okay. You just lean forward. I'm glad I'm wearing this jumper because the shirt I'm wearing is too slippery for her. Alright, well, Pico's gonna join us for a little. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. I found my mouse. It's fine. Everything's good. Right, what was I doing? What was I doing? I was going this way to see what I can see. Item. Yoink. I got a scroll. No earthly idea what that means, but hey, I got a scroll. Boing. Let's go up this way. Oh, I'm probably gonna get another scroll. Message. Undead ahead. Sweet. I got a stone. A warm stone. I love it. Oh, goodness. That really does go downhill, doesn't it? Let's see. I'm stuck in a tree. Oh no. It's okay. We are unstuck. Anything fun on... That's a disturbing noise. Is there anything fun over this direction? Oh, look! That looks like a merchant up ahead. Past all these guys. Bye. Bye. I'm like the rudest traveler in the world in this game. Just barge in. I'm gonna take your stuff and leave. Not even gonna dignify them with a proper fight. Boing. Okay, press. Touch the grace. Ooh, item. Me want. I want the item. It always catches me off guard if she's on my shoulder when I'm streaming and I haven't had her on my shoulder the entire time. Because I moved to look at chat and I can just see this green and yellow blob out of the corner of my eye. It's very sweet.
You're new around here.
That I am.
Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's.
Thank you.
Why
Lord.
don't you
Agreed.
take a look at my wares?
I will,
Oh,
son.
but
No?
don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Okay. Purchase. What do you have? Ooh! You have a tiny lantern too! Oh, I love that. Ooh! Fashion souls! Sorry. But I love fashion souls. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I like. Me like. Okay. I don't have enough money for everything. Oh. Oh, I probably need to upgrade my weapons. I shouldn't be buying all this stuff, but also... Oh. Yoink. 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 Yes. Yoink. Yoink. Sorry. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Do I have anything to sell you? Like duplicates? Anything, perhaps? No, I don't. I can sell you these. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I can probably sell you the shields. Do you want a shield? You can have a shield. Because I'm entirely broke now. Don't look at my hood, it's so creepy. Okay, I don't have any duplicates here. Or there. Or there. Great! I really don't have much to sell, do I? Okay. Thank you, sir. Ha 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 ha. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool. What about the hood? Oh, well, that's creepy. Why are the eyes so shiny? I put on that, but that then covers the hood changes color. Huh? How cool is that? Oh, I prefer this one. Yeah. Sorry, I have recently discovered I am entirely addicted to customization in this game. So I've been doing a lot of collecting of outfits. Aww. I believe I can get up there. I believe I must get up there. Because there is an item on one of these and I want it. Which one is it on? That one. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's just a twig. I'm gonna appraise this message because that's nice. Okay. I want to see if I can get further up. Ah! Wah! That was a bit of a mess. I reacted far too much. Okay, okay, okay. We got this. I believe in us. Good job, Torrent. No, Torrent. You fell. Okay, Torrent. I vaguely remember trying this for ages on a different save and discovering that you could not, in fact, scale this hill. Wish you could, though. Maybe there's a way. Because I do not remember the correct way to get up there. I might as well de-aggro the people. Because the people are angry. Okay. How do I get up there? Hello? You're sidling up awfully close. Let's go over there. Hello tree and little bird. I have found it! Boing! I found it. I have discovered the way to go. Yoink. I'm up! Look at me, I'm up! Oh, and that's this place. These are like extra hard boss fights, which I don't think I've ever done any of them. Good bird. That was quite the jump. You have these little air draft things, which you don't take full damage in if you're on torrent and you fall down them. And you can also jump super high if you're on torrent in them. I can hear dramatic music. Apparently I'm under attack. I was not informed of this. Yeah. No, incorrect. Hello, fog. I'm just gonna ignore those enemies. Oh, it's up there that I can't remember how to get up to. How do you do that? I can't remember. I want to go up there. That looks like a church. How do I get there? Red folks. Hello. I guess they're folks wearing red, not red folks, but you know what I mean. They have loot in there. You know what? Hi! Oh, I didn't get the item. I want that. Okay, you know what? Let's lure them out a bit. Yeah, 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 they fell for it. He didn't. Haha! Ha! I got a gesture. Ah! And a prayer book. And I'm out. Yeah! Nailed it. Heist extraordinaire. Whoa, that's death. Let's not go the route of death and demise. That's not a good idea. Sadness. How? How was that death? That makes no sense. Oh well. It happens. Warm budgie. Okay, where was I? How is this way? There it is. There's my route up. Whee! Boink. Let's go. Sorry, it's so distracting having a budgie on your shoulder. They're just so cuddly and warm and sweet. Keep wanting to touch her. Because she's soft. And fluffy. And very, very cute. Ooh, item! How did I not see this? Yoink! Oh, I didn't get it. Trying again. Yoink! Yeah! Still cannot remember the way up there. I think I've only ever been up there once, if I have at all. Okay, where are my souls? Where are they at? Oh, are they up on this thing? Hi. Can I have these? Yeah. Nice. All 116 of them. They're really not worth collecting, but it's fine. Because I want them. Whee! I don't know where I'm going. So I know you can fight Glintstone Dragon Smaragd to get a Glintstone key. But I don't remember if there's another one somewhere. That's a lot of crabs in this area. This is the poison bloom zone, isn't it? So this disgusting guck that I'm currently riding through would inflict poison on you if you rode through bare feet, like without torrent. Hello, beetle. This is this place, which is awfully spooky and ooky. And just head up this way. Hello, crab. I remember this place. The village of the Albanurics. You're alright down there, chap. Oh, hello. Are you guys bad? Oh, I think you are. Well, they didn't put up much of a fight. There's a bonfire over here. Boing. There's a route to a boss fight up the other way. Alrighty, I don't think I'm well enough equipped to do the boss fight. I do not remember what's over this way though. Is there anything interesting? Oh, hello, you're an enemy. Oh, you're shooting at me. Yay, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. Oh dear. Are you okay? Yes. We have received a crystal sword. Nice. Ooh. And a white blood clot. Gross. Ooh, item. Yay. I like loot. Okay. I don't think I'll do the upper area of this place because I know for a fact I will not be able to beat that boss fight. So there's not all that much point going there yet. But we will continue to explore. Because for now I'm enjoying vibing and just running around random directions. It's useful because you get all the sights of grace. Whoa, Tornbreak, thank you so much for the gift sub to Saskia. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Bonk. Oh, that's a crab. Hi, crab. Ah, there's the bonk incoming. Boink. I ran into a tree. You proud? I'm not. Excuse me, crabs. Ah, this place. Yeah, I remember this place. Okay. There's an Erd tree boss up ahead, which isn't the friendliest, you could say. Also, I think this place has like some of the best views in Elden Ring. So if I rest here, hello Pico, you're so cute. And I pass time until nightfall. Is it clear skied? Yes. Some of the best views. Come on, up. Come up. Up. I went up. Take me up. Yeah. Look at that. Look at the sky. It's lovely. And as far as I'm aware, this sky in particular potentially only happens in this place at night when the sky's clear. It's lovely. Very pretty. Move on till daylight because sometimes if you're at night, in most places there'll be occasional night bosses who you just run into. Go on, you want Cage, I know. Good job. So I'm gonna avoid that by having it be morning. So there's a boss up that way. I don't know if there's anything behind him. Ooh. Item. Yeah, item. Was there anything behind you, Mr. Erdtree boss? Not that I'm aware of. We're gonna sort of head around in this direction. Oh, you know what? If we keep heading this way, I think we'll end up being able to start the Rani questline. Yeah, I could do that. Ooh, wait, before I do that, something tells me there's a cave around here. Hello, jellyfish. Hi, other jellyfish. Come on. It's easier to just avoid them. Keep going. What's around here? Cave! I know! Rani's questline was amazing. I didn't do it in my first playthrough, which I never finished, obviously. And I haven't finished it yet. in my current one, so no spoilers for that. But I know a little bit about it. Okay. We have found some catacombs. Catacombs are horrible though, so I'm not going to go down them just yet. Let's go. I love finding places. Come on. Come on. Yeah. What? What you complaining about? Hey, grumpy, grumpy. Excuse me. She's all grumpy sometimes. It's very sweet. Rather endearing. Whee! Yoink. Oh, great sight. Cool. Not a fan of the grey. Yep, that would be it. Hi. Do not remember ever running into you before. Got to heal. Hi. What's up? Nope. Can you not? Thanks, sir. You suck. Just gonna say that out loud. I thought it was a bit suspicious how promptly I got off torrent. I did click control at the same time, so I wasn't 100% sure. Oh, you're just hungry, aren't you, sir? That's a bit gross. Yep, here he is. You ain't gonna go away, are you? Hi. I do nothing to you. Ow. Mind. Thank you. I'm gonna drop down here. Not great. Come on. No, he's still in here, so I can't do torrent. Woo! Just gotta run towards something else. Here he comes. Let's head towards some other area. I don't know if you can actually escape NPC invaders. I doubt it somehow. I'm trying to figure out a way to... Oh, nice! It worked! Okay, you can escape NPC invaders. Good to know. Because that guy was kind of tough. Just need to remember to not teleport to his place again. I made it out with my money intact. How rare. Ooh, smithing stone. Speaking of, I should probably see if I can upgrade my weapons. Oh, I can torrent again. Whee. Cool, I've actually never encountered that before. So that's pretty funky. Still new things, even after you've done this area 3 times. Whoa! Hello, Oxford! How are you doing? Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid! What were you up to? Dawn, can you give him a shout out? Welcome! Welcome in, raiders. Ooh, sounds great. Oh no! Emotes! The bot, I'm sorry, also, the bot is kind of mean sometimes. Not what I meant to do, but it's fine. I can rush to the grace site. Don't worry about it. It happens, it almost always happens in a raid. Where are we now? Ooh, I don't have the map for that bit. Where's the map for that bit, huh? Probably somewhere up this way. This way. Oh, yeah, this is... Ooh, gotta be careful. over there is Glintstone Dragon Smarag, who is guarding a Glintstone key, so I'll need to fight him, but also, ooh. My stream's been good, thank you. How was yours? What were you playing? I wish our announced, like, our shout out thing told us, but it doesn't. Oh, these ones teleport. Oh. Seek down. Oh, thank you. Let's go this way. Just get nearer to Rani's questline. Double, I know, it's quite surprising. Hello, Smithy, how you doing? It's singing? They sing. Great, that's a bit disturbing. Saving icon, I don't like the saving icon. 9.5 hours! Holy damn! Get some rest! You were jamming Sons of the Forest. Heck yeah. I've heard that it's very buggy, but also very entertaining. I'm glad it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for stopping by. I completely understand if you need to get a drink and leave and go rest, because holy heck, that is a long stream. Elden Ring and Baby Bell are a perfect combination. I thought so too. I did. Yes, we have Baby Bell on every screen now, and I love it. It's one of my favorite kinds of cheese. It's a good cheese. Am I going the right direction? I feel like I'm not going the right direction. I might be. I'm not sure. Go this way. There's a bunch of giants around here, which I don't remember being near Rani, which is a bit awkward. So I really thought we were going near Rani. Super buggy but hilarious. Heck yeah. That's about as far as I'm aware as well. Oh goodness. It's in like early access, right? I thought there was a bonfire around here. I was apparently mistaken. Maybe it's at the top. Oh. You need jelly, right? Yes. We don't have jelly on the screen, do we? Well, I haven't actually used jelly at all this playthrough, have I? So I'm not sure if it's... True. You can't banish Baby Bell though, surely. Dawn, I'm appalled. You are finding exploits. Heck yeah. That sounds amazing. Oh man. That sounds like a lot of fun. Ooh, chest. Yes, please. What's in here? Imbued sword key. What is that? What is that? Unseals ascended gate but disappears unused. Huh. Oh. Funky. Interesting. I don't have the mixed physic though. I can't remember where I'm meant to get those. Ugh, there's a lot about this game that I've forgotten. I love riding around on Torrent. Oh, of course! Sleep well! Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you around, Uxud. Where was he going? Where am I? Ah, there we go. That's what I need. Okay, here we go. Improvement. What was that shiny thing? Yeah, I thought so. So I need to be down there. Because Rani's up there. Oh goodness, this place is more places than I remembered. No, not the first playthrough. I have actually yet to finish this game, but I have played it on stream once before. Gave up like ages ago because that was a different build to what I'm playing now. And I'm currently a lot further in my own save file, which is the same build as I'm doing here, which I'm playing with a friend. So I've never seen the ending, but I have played through at least the early stages at least 3 times now. And I've tried several different other files, because I was like, ooh, what if I try this build or that build? And then I got tired of them quite quickly. So I've done the very opening, like, 5 or 6 times. Which is ridiculous, but... Wait, are these things dead or sleeping? Oh, those things are just sleeping. But I want that item. Charge! It's fine, 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 it's fine. It was just white flesh. I shouldn't have done this. Nothing happened. They didn't notice me. Nice. The giant homicidal lobsters didn't care. Yeah. Ooh, loot. Don't mind if I do. Yep, I know. These are never free of a catch. Ow. Do you mind? I don't see any bonfires around here, so I should be careful. Oh. Woo! Gotta be careful. Because they're gonna destroy torrent pretty soon. Aha! Collected one. Which doing all these swooshy passes so I don't have to actually fight them. Because they're a pain to fight. Ah, I didn't quite get that one. Ow, ow. Okay, torrent, let's move a little bit. Ow. Sorry, torrent. Yeah. I think there's like 1 or 2 more. Didn't get that one. Ow. Ah. Nice roundabout. Wait till we're out of combat, then resummon torrent. Summon combat. No longer in combat. Does torrent have full health? Who knows? But they're at least not shooting at me currently. So I have like a couple of seconds. Got that one. And... Ow. Got that one. Nice. Oh, there's one more. Oh, and one more. Nice. Money. Lots and lots of money. Heck yeah. Sorry. That went pretty smoothly. I'd say so myself. So we're probably going to want to head this way. I believe where the map marker is, there's also a item, not an item, bonfire. I forget the word. What are you doing so far on land? You shilly. You're an octopus. You gotta stay in the water. Ah, there it is. Called it. Touch. And might as well rest, because replenish. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Let's grab the map. Get up to that smithy. Got the map, yes. Good job. King's Realm ruins are a bit of an annoying thing because they're full of enemies. But you can go past them, and I believe the wall at the back is, like, breakable anyway. It's like an illusion. Hit? Why is it not hitting? What is happening? What? Oh, my mouse clicked out. That's what happened. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go around. Oh no, I misremembered where the round was. But it's okay. We're fine. Nothing happened in OBS, right? Because my mouse was apparently out of the game again. Seems to be okay, so that's good. It's try that again. I thought the wall was breakable. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't, I can't remember. I know you can get past it, because I've never, like, fought my way through the ruins. Well, no, I did the one time, but after that I was like, oh, you don't actually need to. Everything seems okay. We're still alive, so it seems fine. Oops. They opened up Notepad, apparently. Don't know how I managed that, but I opened up Notepad. Go on, let's try him again. I do want to like, get the loot from here at some point. Can I? Yep, there it is. Called it. Oh, excuse me. I just need to touch this if you don't mind. They don't mind. Good. Awfully nice of them. Sorry. I hate sneezes. And here's this chap. Hello, good sir. Oh, wait, is there an item in here? No, there's just swords. Hi.
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors.
I can't see his face.
I presume you are tarnished? What brings you here?
I want to see Ronnie. There we go.
Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it?
I like this guy.
I am E.G.
E.G.
A blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So here I am, still quietly plying my trade on this spot.
Oh, perfect, because I need another.
Perhaps you'd like a display? These bones are old, but still able.
Yes. I can't afford that, but I can.
Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight of all else.
What's in his chest?
If you come too close, I'm apt to cause you harm.
Oh.
I am, after all, terribly large compared to you, Tarnished.
I like this guy.
You don't know how hard it is not to break anything while I work.
What I need to do is use a bunch of my newly found riches. Yoink. Oh, nice, I have some money now. I like money. That's good. You know what, actually I think I'll only be able to upgrade one anyway. Oh, I can upgrade it a few times. Holy moly! So one of them is +2, one of them's +7, which ain't ideal, but hey, it's fine. I need more smithing stones.
Brave Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please.
What is in his chest?
This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lucari Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract. After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. Carians were taken off guard, but their strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knights' onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day.
Ooh.
That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor.
I'm not going
Unless
to
you
listen
wish
to
to
that.
lie with the corpses of the heedless Knights of the Cuckoo.
Ooh, I love the way he says that. About your advice.
I've explained the peril of the enchanted snare that remains at the Royal Carian Manor. Whatever you do, brave Tarnished, stay away from that death trap.
This sign can't help me because sign can't stop me because I can't read. Whatever the meme is. He's fine. Boink. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna do this today because we're already going quite late and it's really hard and there's a lot of hands. Which ain't pleasant. You can see them on the walls there. They're real creepy and it's not nice. So I'm not going to do this today. But I think this might be a good point to stop and do next time. I would like to have a beefier health bar than I do at the moment. You know what, actually, before we go, let's use a bunch of our lovely rune items and give ourselves a bit more chunky health bar, you know? What do I need? How many? 6,272. Let's hope I can get that. Questionable. I just need 2,000 more. I might be able to. Let's do 3 of these, see how much that is. Yeah, there we go, perfect. All 6 would have been way too many. Level up, more health, because we need that. Yeah. Nice. So now we have a bit of a chunkier health bar. I'm trying to think if I have any cool emotes. You know what I do want to see is that emote we just got recently, which is like the fire thing. Fire spermy. What does that mean? Just the... How long does this keep going for? I think it's just infinite. Until I make it stop. Funky. Okay. I can just thump at things now. I like that. I can just thump. You ever just thump? Alright, I'm gonna call